Oh, it's getting a little nutty today?
It's always like this when campaign day. Somebody would like to donate with PayPal. Can you do that?
No. We do not support PayPal. So then we do accept IOUs if he has any of those. Like a full suitcase of them or something. Remember that scene? Dumb and Dumber? No?
Dumb and Dumber.
Remember that scene? The whole suitcase of IOUs?
Yeah.
He was so serious. He was like,
Dumber was one of the best. I still didn't see the sequel.
yeah.
I wonder if it was this funny. Dumb and Dumber.
He was so serious about that whole bag of IOUs. By the way, I'm totally live right now on a webinar.
Oh, great. Webinar's going to be about Dumb and Dumber.
I'm hoping it's going to be about Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rock the Clock, step-by-step charity promotion for organization influencers. This webinar is part 4 of our training process here at Charidy, and today we're going to focus solely on those wonderful altruistic volunteers of the organization who have agreed to come forward and help give some time to the organization to help this campaign become a huge success. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we have a presentation prepared for everyone today. Okay, here we go. So again, everyone, welcome to Rock the Clock, 10 tips on being a great charity influencer. My name is Moshe Hecht, and I am the Chief Fundraising Specialist here at Charidy.com. So before we begin, it's important to understand what and who is a charity influencer. So all we got to do is look into the dictionary and find out what the definition of a charity influencer. And here we go. It is a person of extraordinary or superhuman powers, an ideal, superior being conceived by Nietzsche who attains happiness, dominance, and creativity. Is that you? Maybe, maybe not. But it is also a person who will be the most effective at reaching out to those people who would be interested in donating to your campaign. Now, you got all this power. How do we unlock that power? Number one, there are a lot of social networks out today. There are a lot of ways to get the word out to your friends and family. I feel like every day another social network is hitting the market. But it's important to focus solely on where you already have existing clout, okay? If you had a son that just gave birth and it's your first grandchild and you wanted to get the word out to your whole family, where would you go? Maybe it's Facebook. Maybe you have a big email list. Maybe you're a big texter. Maybe you got a WhatsApp group. Go to those places where you normally and typically have a strong sense of influence. To start, a new Twitter page and a new Instagram page for this campaign won't be very helpful. So also, you don't have to be active on every single social network, only where you have, where you're relevant and you have a presence. And be really, truly, and heavily active on those channels. Number two, make it personal, okay? So while the organization is saying one conversation, right, we need to raise X amount of dollars to help us with this particular cause, right? We're building a building. We are feeding X amount of people. We are doing X, Y, and Z, and therefore we need to raise this money. That's not really your conversation. Your conversation is, I have been helped by this organization. They have helped me. I love this organization. I love what they are doing, and therefore I'm donating, and therefore I would love if you, my friend, my brother, my sister, my uncle, my neighbor, to give as well. So share why you are supporting the cause, right? And some other practical tips is share your own personal pictures, your own personal videos of maybe you at an event, at one of these organizations' event. Okay, make it personal and share some personal content. Another thing that we've seen work really, really well is video selfies of you talking about your personal experience. Those are very powerful. So if you just get in front of your screen or on your phone and say, hey, it's Jessica. I love the Make-A-Wish Foundation because they are awesome and they helped my nephew and would love, I'm supporting them, and why not? What the heck? Why don't you go ahead and give them $18 as well? It's going to be quadrupled, and we only got 24 hours, and it's all or nothing. So please help out as well. Okay. Number three, we've seen over and over again, time and time again, the campaigns that start strong end strong, okay? So the moment your campaign starts, you need to be pushing hard, right? Because that initial push is what will make the rest of the campaign really roll forward. Success breeds success. If people see that it's 2 or 3 hours in and you're already 25% there, 50% there, they're like, I want to be a part of this, right? So it's really all about the momentum. And the first hour of your campaign is by far the most crucial time to get the momentum moving, okay? So if your organization leader says, hey, Jessica, we really want you to help out in the campaign. And you're like, well, I can only give you an hour. I can only give you 2 hours. If you have a choice of when those hours are going to be, ideally it would be in the beginning of the campaign. Moving right along, number 4, set a personal goal. So it can't hurt to go into this making, a personal goal for yourself, right? So for example, if it's a $50,000 campaign, so effectively on the day of the campaign, they need to raise 12 and a half grand. Commit to raising $5K. Commit to raising $2K. Commit to raising $1,000. In other words, you say to yourself, listen, between all my friends and my family and, you know, my uncles, my aunts, my neighbors, I could put together $2,000, $3,000 for this campaign. That's not an issue. Set a personal goal for yourself before the campaign goes live. Number 5, very practical. Invite your friends to the Facebook event that your organization is setting up, right? So your organization will be setting up a Facebook event page. It's important to invite all of your friends to that event on the days leading up to the campaign. You know, Facebook has limits now. You can't invite more than, each person can invite more than 500 people. So if between 5 and 10 influencers are inviting all their friends, you're going to get this page up to 1,000 people. And there's a lot of advantages that Facebook events have. There are a lot of features. Multiple people can share pictures and multiple people can share comments that everybody can see. If you say you're going to the event, you'll get notifications in your Facebook. You'll get notifications in your email. You'll get push notifications on your phone. So it's a really great way to make the campaign current. Number 6. So ask your organization leader, he or she, if they will be hosting a live event at the organization center. We call it the operations room, right? So you ever watch those Channel 13 PBS telethons with, you know, Yanni and, you know, those great telethons in the 90s? Just aged myself incredibly. So, you know, remember like everyone sitting on the telephones, you know, lined up in like this stadium style system. Okay, so it's not like that, but it's similar because you're not going to be, you know, on telephone calls, you know, those old rotary telephones, but you'll have your laptop, you'll have your cell phone, your smartphone, and you can text out to people and you can tweet out to people and you can Facebook post and maybe send a few close friends and email. The point is the energy that happens in that room is really contagious and it's really awesome. You put the campaign up on a projector or on a large screen and everyone gets to see it and you reach 50% and everyone's jumping and screaming, and get your organization to order pizza. Don't let them get away without doing that. You know, bring some food, get some drinks, and make it a fun event. If any organization leaders are out there, it's a great community builder. So more than the money itself being raised, it's a great opportunity, almost an excuse to get your organization into one room. Number 7, we've seen this work really well. If your organization has like a phone list, split that phone list up with your volunteers and say, here's 20 phone numbers. Try to get through that list before the end of the day. And what are you going to say? You say, hey, Jack, you know, this is Jessica calling from Make-A-Wish, and how are you? You know, I'm reaching out to you today because we have an opportunity to quadruple every dollar raised in the next 24 hours, right? So, you know, Make-A-Wish has been there for me and so many of our friends. Can you help me help them out, right? Check out the link, charidy.com/yada yada. But remember, if we don't reach our goal, all donations will be returned, okay? This this template, phone script, that's the word I'm looking for, script, is actually in your organization's campaign package. So you can find it there. Number 2, this may seem silly and it may seem frivolous, but it's really awesome. Use the word we a lot, okay? I know you can't help yourself saying the organization, they need to raise the thing. Nah, they don't need anything. We need something, okay? We are part of this organization. The organization cannot do it without us. So use that word we a lot. We've seen it.
Giving to the causes they care about. It's a simple way to...
Sorry about that. Okay, number 9, remember that with every post, there are 3 key points. Number 1, it's 24 hours only. Welcome to New York. Sounds of the city. So number 1, 3 key points. It's 24 hours only, it's all or nothing, and your donation is quadrupled. That's the Charidy framework. And you can't forget to include the Charidy framework. So it's not just like pestering people and saying, give. No. This is an opportunity. Listen, we got 24 hours to raise X amount of money. It's a lot of money, right? and it's all or nothing. If we don't do it, the money will be returned. But guess what? Your donation is quadrupled. It's awesome, right? So remember to include that framework. And just keep updating every 30 minutes, every hour, just keep it up. People are very forgiving and they want to see what's happening. They want to see this, the growth. And most importantly, remember to include a link to your campaign with each update. We've seen some beautifully composed Facebook posts. Really, a lot of time and effort went into it, and they just simply forgot to post the link. And that's not good, because you're gonna pull those heartstrings, and then there's gonna be no call to action. There'll be no link there, and you're gonna lose a donor. And 10, and finally, and most importantly, have fun. Just like I'm having with this webinar, right? What would a webinar be if you can't have a little fun doing it? Same thing goes for a charity campaign. Have fun with this. It's exciting. Check out the campaigns that are happening right now on Charidy.com. It's amazing. Everyone's getting together, raising a lot of money. Have fun doing it, and put your creativity and put your own personality into the fundraiser. So let's go through this really quickly. Go through the 10 points. So number 1, you don't have to be on every single social network. Just go where your friends are. Number 2, make it personal. The more personal it's going to be, the more effective it's going to be. Number 3, start out strong. The stronger you start, the greater momentum the campaign has, and the greater ending it's going to have. Number 4, just a nice piece of advice. So advice for life. General advice for life: by setting your own goals, you're most likely to do more. So set your own personal goal. Number 5, practically speaking, a day or two leading up to the campaign, whenever your organization sets up a Facebook event, try to invite your friends to this event. Number 6, if your organization is doing an operations room, join it. If they're not, make them do it. Number 7, if you get a phone list for your organization, here's a good script, and you can ask your organizations for that script as well. Number 8, use the word we a lot. We're doing this, we did it, we're going to do it, and we need your help. Number 9, remember to always include the charity framework, and to update often, and to not forget to put the link. And number 10, have a blast. I want to show everyone something that we just created, a new campaign package specifically for influencers. Okay, just give me one sec, and I'm going to share that with you. It's charidy.com/blog/influencer. And in this campaign package, you will find 3 things, and we'll be adding to it over time. Why is it not loading? I don't know. Ah, there we go. So you will find this webinar, a recording of this webinar, probably a past one. You will find a slideshow of this webinar, everything that we just said, and you will find a calling script that we just talked about. You will also find, we're going to start adding a lot more things to this. We're going to put some sample Facebook posts, some texts, some emails that you can send. We're going to be adding over the next few days. We'll be adding to this. So keep checking back, charidy.com/blog/influencer for some really great stuff for influencers. If there's anything that you would like, you could always type it in the chat over here, and we will make it happen. We want ice cream. We can make that happen. Maybe. Okay, let's go back to the screen over here. I see that we have a few viewers over here, so I'm going to stop the screen share, and if anyone has any questions, there is a Q&A app. You will notice it on, I think, on the top or the bottom of your screen. You'll notice a Q&A app, and we'll give 20 to 30 seconds over here to see if anyone wants to type in any questions. I know there is a 30-second delay for the people that are viewing, so you're not watching 100% live. So I'm going to wait a minute if anyone has any questions, and I can answer your questions live. And then I'm going to write an email to Google why they put a 30-second delay, because the Q&A situation wouldn't work with this 30-second delay. I'm going to wait a little bit. It's 1:19. We'll wait till 1:20 if anyone has any questions. If not, make sure to be in touch with your charity fundraising specialist. They are going to help you throughout the entire process, holding your hand from kickoff to touchdown. Okay, no questions. That's too bad. Thank you everyone for joining us. Again, my name is Moshe Hecht, Chief Fundraising Specialist here at Charidy.com. Make sure to be in touch with us and your fundraising specialist to help you continue promoting and marketing your charity campaign. Much